Hey traders, Jeff coming to you here on Friday. Kind of a light week here on Thanksgiving week. Ending the week out here with a nice little run. I'll show you on the video today. We actually had, this is by the way, the 29th of November. 3 hours of market open activity, about 3.5 hours. Market close at 1 o'clock today. We were still able to nail NVDA here. Very specific type trade. This is one thing that we teach and work with our traders in here, keeping small risk but keeping tighter stops rather than taking breakouts and breakdowns. We try to find those ones that have kind of the beginning stage of a pullback that might go. NVIDIA represented that stock today. Let's take a look at that, and I'll kind of show you some of the details here. All right, so NVIDIA here, again, $1,314 we earned out. The cool part was it's a 20-minute trade. It was very specific, very intentional, very low risk. Again, you don't have to have a lot of money or risk a lot of money to make a lot of money. If you can dissect the direction, keep those stops tight, you can do a lot better sometimes with lower risk, adding to the winning position, which I'll talk about here. Let's take a look at this and break this down. Again, $1,314 NVIDIA here. This was about a little less than 20-minute trade. First thing and first and foremost, you always want to go to that daily chart. If this doesn't give you some sort of a picture, move on. There's 9,800 other stocks to go to. The thing that kind of brought itself to me today was when I start to see things converging, meaning I have two or more situations on the larger time frame that's beginning to kind of stand out or speak up, I want to pay close attention. We had a pullback to support, a very defined support here with a 10 bar underneath, gapping up, and it really just went kind of monumental from that point. Pullback, almost like an end top, and then double bottom right here at support. We also had a pullback to the 50 EMA. Now, those are the two items right there where in my trading plan, I'm trying to think, okay, what two things or more can I dissect to try to figure out that is this trade something worth my time, worth that short-term investment here? Because we had this, it was. Now, we were gapping up. We were in a down, somewhat of a pseudo downtrend on the smaller time frames. We were below the 8 EMA. We were below the 21 EMA, but I wasn't looking for a big run in here. We gave NVIDIA a 50-cent stop. We only went back. We got in on a pullback at 136.40. We got filled at 136.37. Didn't go back more than 3 cents. And we purchased this thing right up to a profit. Let me show you how that kind of went. So again, I drilled down the 65-minute chart. We're up in here. We came past this little wall. Once we got past this little kind of cement wall of supply, we knew, obviously we were going right through that. So it was definitely strong and probably will go up from here. But we had plenty of room to the 200. So we looked at this area here. Although there was some supply to the left, it was holding better than the market initially. The market started off this morning with a move up, gap up, and then quick move down. It quickly got engulfed right back. But when that engulf happened, when I looked at the 2 and the 5-minute chart, NVIDIA was perched up here high. It wasn't reacting to the market. And that's one of the things I want to differentiate because 9,800 other stocks are doing like the market. There's only a few that are not. And if you can figure out which stocks they are, you've got a better than average chance of making money in that play, as long as you get the right stop and the right play. Again, plenty of room, ran up very quickly on the hourly chart. This is kind of where we got in. Here's the close of Thursday or Wednesday. We got the trailing stop in here. We got in on the pullback right here. We took the pullback to VWAP, the 2-minute EMA right here. Now, sometimes you can take a pullback and just keep going. Remember, this bar was red before it was green. We see it after the fact. But remember, what we saw here was a quick reversal bar, showing some strength in here. Yes, it's going to have a pullback. A lot of times the VWAP and the purple here is the place for the VWAP, but actually, sometimes I'll go down a little further. The stop was 136.10. I gave it to 135.90, a little bit more. I could have gave it back down to VWAP, and that would have been plenty fine in NVIDIA, just as it begins to kind of move back down to gap fill rather. But I gave it about 15 cents underneath where that 130, it's actually 136.05 was the low. Gave it a little bit lower than that, just in case. Because remember, this from 136.40 to 135.90 is not that much. That's 50-cent stop on NVIDIA. We did it. Again, and thankful to all the major time frames that make this happen. Without all those, you're shooting fish in a barrel, so to speak. That you just have a very limited range of what you can do. This expands all that, right? We're getting a lot better picture using these multiple time frames. We got in here, only came on us for 3 cents, never even saw it. It sparked down, came right back up. We saw the market. At this point, I became mechanical. I added at this at around 136.80. Moved my stop up. I went to 03, went to break even 136.60. That point could lose on the trade, and now it's just upside here. Took the exit at 137.90. Took a quarter. The second quarter here, so I'm out half in here. And the final one was based on the 138.40, right? And again, it went up about another 90 cents or so. Again, why is that important? Well, a couple of things, and I'll kind of show you. Well, actually, I won't show you on this one here. I think I've shown you once before. Um, but we took it because the mechanics show that this is a 4R trade. I'm typically trying for 4 times my risk. So if you have a 500 risk, you go 4R, that's about $2,000, right? Again, with the trade that I'm trading here, it wasn't much. It's about $500 in risk total. And we legged in. So when we got in at 136.40, I was only at half risk at that point. I do all my trades this way, right? Unless I'm just scalping a breakout for a half and being done. Took it half, I added half up right around here, around 136.90. Once I saw the commitment going, I added raise and stop. So I added and reduced. And then, of course, now we carried the bulk of the shares up. So as a result of that, this is a 4R trade from the original entry. And by the time it took a couple of quarters off there, it ended up being about 2.9, almost 3R trade net banking. That's where the 1,300 came from. A 4R trade at $500 is 2,000, but taking a couple quarters and adding, those are the difference in there. And you can kind of see this is a type of trades that we do every day. Today was a one and done because the market was dying quickly in volume. We only had 4.5 million trades when this trade was going on, 4.5 million in volume. So we want to get in, get some, some juice while the market was still juicing a little bit, and then get the heck out. It's just, you never know about what's going to happen when these things turn back on you. So the market being weak, another reason to consider just kind of taking it go. So just one trade today. NVDA nailed it, 1,300 and whatever that was, $1,314.36. We actually had some other plays there. I won't go through this, but this is just one of many style of plays. This is basic day trading. We had an iron fly in there today. Nice little profit with a 30 wide wings. We had we've got the IWM diagonal spreads going on. So we have a lot of trades at Full Throttle Trades. We're just showing you what's happening with the actual one trade in itself, right? Just the day trade here. But eventually I will start to show you those here, but these have been so ripe for the taking here in the last few days, a couple weeks here. I want to kind of show you how we're doing this, because this is that one and done. You're in, you're out, 15 to 20 minutes. You're ringing the cash register and you're ringing a whole bunch. And again, we have about 6 or other 8 plays going on at any one time between that day, and also some swing trades going out there. Come take a look at our room here, Full Throttle Traders. Get a free trial. It's definitely something worth your time to take a look at this, just because of some of the things that we're doing. A lot of new things coming on board. We're even going to do some 6-month option kind of pseudo leap diagonal spreads in there. Just some pretty sure hits once we get behind this. So my name is Jeff Yates. Thanks for being here. We'll see you in the room.